Lightning Ridge for the first time, trying to get the feel for the place. Super IGA, supermarket, yay. Hardware shop. Local bottle-o or alcohol shop. And the tourist office.
And that's what somebody's found.
Now the reason I just closed the door because it's relevant. I forgot to mention, I'm just going to do a quick self-discovery for you. When you go to Lightning Ridge, they have tours there. They're do-it-yourself tours. Now you've got to go to, if you wanted the map and you go to the tourist office, they cost $1. So I've used this, and this is the map, $1. So I'm thinking about popping it on eBay because I don't need it anymore. No, not really. But if you didn't want to pay the $1 and you thought, no, I can do without it, on my description down below here, I've actually given you a link where you can go there and there's a PDF and it won't cost you anything if you want to save yourself some money. Now the important thing about the doors is some marketing person, I couldn't find out the details, I really wanted to find out where it all came from, but some marketing guy come up with, if you do a tour and you have a whole lot of particular colour doors on the tour, then you can map out a tour. So you can get your red car door tour, your green car door, yellow car door, blue car door, and the real long one is the orange car door. The orange car door goes right up to Growan. But each one of those tours is really good. The green car door, for instance, is the one I took when I went out and did the sunset. So yeah, either pay your $1, jump in the description down below and download it, or ask some friends and see if you can get some information about it. But if I wish I had have known that when I got to Lightning Ridge, because I could have really got into it and gone out and did all those tours. So the car door tours, check them out. Okay, I'm just about to head off on the green door tour. So this takes me out, it's a little bit confusing at the beginning, and if you get that $1 map that you're going to buy, it takes you out to out of town. So you travel south out of town, then you turn right and go west out towards the green door sunset. So hopefully I won't get you lost. Here we go. I'm out at the sunset place, and as you can see, it's an absolutely magnificent night, only because there's a couple of bushfires kilometres and kilometres away, and they're creating quite a colour. We've also got a couple of local guys and local kids on their motorbikes. That's giving a bit of an atmosphere as well. And this tree, whatever the tree is, it works. Home sweet home. I'm on a tour, and I'd heavily recommend to do the tour. There's just so much information. I've tried to jot as many points as I can down, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to read my own notes later on. So this is called Amigo's Castle. Unfortunately, it's closed for the season, but part of the tour we actually managed to get inside and check it out, so it's well worth it. Apparently this entire castle was built by an Italian guy that came over here and lived. It took him quite a few years to do it, and he actually did it all by himself, by hand. Not a bad effort.
In 1986, when Halley's Comet was flying over Australia, the boys hit the big one. One of the biggest black opal knobbies found here in Lightning Ridge at the time was found right here at Lunatic Hill. It weighed in at 1,963.2 carats and at the time valued at $6 million, with the size of a newborn baby's skull. Halley's Comet was flying over, so they named it Halley's Comet. Now, when you name an opal like that, you don't cut it up into a lot of little stones, polish up the edges, and you leave it like that. They chock the back wheel of the truck, stop the truck moving while they're loading the open dirt. They were picking this rock up, they were using it constantly, day in, day out, and then one day this rock broke open and there was Halley's Comet. So it was right under their nose all the time, they were picking it up every day and they didn't even know it. Pine. We cut the pine, we drop them down the mine shaft, we stand them up, we wedge them in nice and tight, and they help support the roof. So we call them props. Now we use cypress pine because it's less likely to rot because of the moisture underground. White ants don't like to eat it, and it'll talk to you. If it mushrooms at the top, there's too much weight. If it creaks and groans, it's time to get out.
Okay, what I'm doing is noodling. So basically what happens is the guys doing their opal mining out of their own generosity, what they'll do is they'll have all their machines and be dropping it through and the blowers and all that sort of stuff, and they'll sift through it and they'll say, yeah, good opal, not bad. And there's a thing called potch, P-O-T-C-H. So the potch is basically still is opal, but it just doesn't have all those beautiful colours. So it's the colours they want. So you can get black potch here because that's the area that you're in, getting your black opal. And so I'm just going to fossick through this, or I'm going to noodle my way through and hopefully find a little bit of colour, as they say, and just see how we go. So really the only two things you need is, this is a bit of overkill, but this is from my gold fossicking days. You could do it with your hands, but you also might pick up a spider, which I'm sure you don't want that. And then what you do is, if you find something with a bit of colour in it, like, I think this is potch, then what you do is you pour a little bit of water on it, and if it looks like opal, it probably is opal. Nobody can tell that, but nothing too exciting. Obviously a good idea to bring a container to put all of your findings in. Otherwise, at the end of the day, you'll say, oh, where was that really beautiful piece of purple opal I had? And the best time of the day to do it is the sunny part of the day. Keep in mind that even though those guys are generous to give us this, you can be pretty sure that they're not giving away the bank. I'm probably being a little bit optimistic by bringing a big bucket like this, but I've got to say I couldn't find anything else. So bring a couple of big rocks so it won't blow away. Okay, this is a classic piece of potch. That there. As I was saying before, even though it's potch, it's called black opal potch. So if that was all nice and coloured and sparkling, then that'd be worth quite a lot of money. I'm quite lucky because today I think it's currently about 25 degrees, but it has been during the day like 38 degrees, so kind of gets that hot. When it gets that hot, it's sort of it's just hard work to go out and be inspired and stand in the scorching sun to get something. It's interesting with opal, looking for opal, because it's not as if you've got like a detector's going beep, 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 beep. You've just got to do the visuals, keep an eye out for it. Another way you can tell whether it's opal is it sounds like glass. Oops. Thank heavens that wasn't opal. But yeah, it sounds like that glass thing. So if you're digging, like in digging a hole, you need to be careful when you're getting really close to where all of the opal is, because like a broken piece of glass, it's not worth much. It's got a big crack in it. Ooh. Oh, look at this. Now this is a bit of potch, and it has got the seam, the opal seam, and you can see the seam running through it. I'll put some water on it, and hopefully you'll see it. Definitely. Woohoo! See that? There's a seam running through it, and that seam is opal. Very nice. Good morning, top of the morning to you. I'm on the highway, so I'll make it brief. If you're when you come to Lightning Ridge, make certain you really jump in. There's a few things to do. You can do a tour, that'll really start you off well. Then if you're a bit adventurous and you've got a four-wheel drive, get out to Grawin and go to the Hilton, and there's a couple of other pubs there, well worth doing. While you're in town, while you're camping, make certain you got your head down and keep looking, because you just never know where you might find an opal. So enjoy Lightning Ridge. Just before I wrap up the video, you might like to know where the name Lightning Ridge came from. So in 1870, some passers-by found a farmer, his dog, and 200 sheep, all dead, all struck by lightning. That's where the name came from. If you found the video useful, helpful, and or entertaining, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, it would be great at some time if you did. And if you think the video is worth sharing, please do. Until next time, this is Paul Wheel Drive, signing off.